Hey y'all, so you'll notice that the title of this video is to help me end the slaughter of dolphins in Taiji, Japan. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what goes on in Taiji, there's a movie called The Cove, and it was created by Rico Berry, who has SaveDolphins.org. And the whole point of this is to get it out to the world that there's 23,000 on average, that's not an exact number, dolphins and pilot whales, Riso dolphins, that sort of thing, being slaughtered in Japan every year from September through March. And recently, Sea Shepherd Conservation Society on their website put out a call to action. And for those of you who are familiar with Sea Shepherd, you'll know that they favor direct action initiatives, and they go down to Antarctica every year and try to stop the Japanese from whaling illegally, that they say. So this is a campaign to stop the dolphin slaughter in Japan, and if you've seen the movie The Cove, you'll know why, I've started this initiative to go. And I have a blog, and it's www.coveguardian.blogspot.com, and I've received amazing support so far from, family, friends, and a whole bunch of people who I've never even met before. And so the people who are currently in Taiji right now, there's, I believe, only 2 at the moment, and we desperately need more people in Taiji. These dolphins, they need to live, and the only people who can help them are us, the people who know about the issue, know what's going on, and have the desire to help. So on my blog, so far, I think I've written about 6 posts, and I won't try to sum them up in this video. I'll be making more in the future for certain. But in those posts, I've talked about, the emotions that you have to have going into this, why I want to go, and a whole bunch of other different topics. So you can check out the blog and find out more about that. I think I've got 38 followers so far, and it's just been really great so far. So I only really decided on this a couple of weeks ago, that I was going to go to Japan. I watched The Cove, of course, as did many people, and I actually watched it again today, and it just reinforced my will and desire to go. It's horrible, of course. I mean, you can't help but feel really intense emotion when you watch it, and and they just film it so expertly, and it really gets to you. And for me, some people are good at writing letters or, creating petitions, protests, and, it's not that I haven't done any of that. I have, and I see it as invaluable, of course. I mean, every little step helps to save any animal, and I enjoy participating in all of those initiatives, and but I feel that my efforts are best spent in direct action and, going to wherever I'm needed, and that's why I've decided to go to Japan. I feel that, if I wrote in one of my blogs that if I felt my effort would be best spent by raising money and then directly donating to Sea Shepherd or donating to Rico Berry, then that's exactly what I would do. But I don't feel that that's where my efforts would be best spent. I have, the desire to be out there, to be, on the ground, and as my blog says, on the front lines in Taiji. And, I understand that it may not be an entirely pleasurable experience. Very likely won't be, because it's a horrific thing that goes on. But I feel, and I have felt for a long time now, about 3 years that I've been an ocean activist, that I need to be there. I can't stop it. I can't help it. It's a feeling that's inside of me, and it's not something that you can just, put out like a fire. It continues to burn, and so I have to go. And if you've been checking the Sea Shepherd updates daily, you'll have heard of Scott West, and my blog is actually posted on the Sea Shepherd website. And really, it's, Scott wanted to put it up there to try to inspire others to go to Taiji, because this isn't just about me, right? It's about the fact that we need more and more people to come to Taiji. A lot of people have told me, what can you possibly do? And, we're not going to go there and jump in and cut the nets. We've seen, what happens when you do that, and you get arrested. And I believe that we can serve the dolphins a lot better by not getting arrested upon arrival. Not only that, but the Japanese aren't exactly happy with us, and there's no telling what they would do in a situation like that. So really, we need numbers. Money helps, of course, but we really need people in Taiji on the ground there right now, because the more people we have, the more we can get this out to the Japanese people, to the rest of the world. You know, what we really have to do at this point is raise awareness. We may not be able to, you know, like Sea Shepherd does, goes down to Antarctica and, you know, directly stops the whaling from happening. We may not be able to take those actions now, but the more support we have and the more people we have getting on board and getting involved, we can progress to that stage eventually in the future, and put an end to the slaughter altogether. So there is an option, you know, for people who can't go, or, you know, their circumstances just don't allow them to, whether it be work or relationship, or, you know, or they just don't want to witness that kind of thing. I really urge you to support us that can. You know, I'm not trying to beg for money or anything like that, but a few dollars really go a long way. So I've had amazing support so far. I've received donations from, you know, a couple of family members, but then people who I've never met before. I've never spoken to them. You know, they saw the blog. They believed in what I was doing. You know, I still haven't spoken to many of them, and I'll write a blog about it in the future, thanking each and every person, because it means the world to me. You know, I couldn't do this without your generosity and your support. And so far, within the last, oh my goodness, 2 weeks, I've received almost $500 in donations, you know, and I have to give a shout out to the people on www.30bananasaday.com, because they've just been the greatest. They've been so loving and so supportive, and I just have to give, you know, a giant thank you to all of you, because you've been great. So I've also received one sponsor, a man named Derek, and if you go to the Facebook group, it's called Cove Guardians, and it's not an open group just because I want to monitor, you know, who joins. I don't want, you know, any crazy people coming, so you can request to join, and just send me, you know, a quick message, or, you know, a quick blurb about why you want to be a part of it. It's for support for those going to Taiji, but it's also for those who want to go to Taiji, you know, so that they can, you know, get updates and that sort of information. Otherwise, you know, check the Sea Shepherd website. You can email Scott West. He's very prompt in his replies, and they really need people there right now. But anyways, Derek, who is on the Cove Guardian group on Facebook, he is selling products made out of recycled bike tire tubes, and they're really great. He's got wallets. He's starting to make yoga bags, and 25% of the proceeds he's donating to me for my efforts to go to Taiji and help the dolphins there. So that's just fantastic. Thank you, Derek. You know, I think it's a doubly great cause, because it's a recycled, you know, environmentally friendly material being sold to support him and myself. So I think that's really great. So, you know, I'll just end it off here. I will be posting more videos, but I'd really like to say thank you to the people who have supported me so far, and ask that any others, you know, who have $5 to spare, you know, can support me, because it's not just that I'd really appreciate it, it's that we really need to stop the slaughter, and, you know, and I feel really passionately about it, and I'll do whatever is required of me to, you know, get the job done. So, thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, and I'll post another video soon. See you later.